Hey there, welcome everybody to 3 Minutes with Jay. Jay Bala, our portfolio manager at AIP Asset Management in Toronto. Jay, I sent to you an article, which is a change. Usually you send me stuff, but I sent you one on SRI, socially responsible investing, impact investing, and it's a growing trend, and I want to know what your thoughts are on it.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, it's an amazing thing. I mean, the whole concept of socially responsible investing or social impact investing is, when you fundamentally think about it, the board of directors represents the shareholders. And if the shareholders want socially responsible investments and they want socially responsible ways of governing and conducting your business, at the end of the day, if these SRI funds end up owning, 10, 20, 30% of the company, they have to do what the shareholders want, right? You're basically forcing change through your wallet, right? Instead of just going out and buying any stock, you're saying, look, I'm only going to be buying stocks that I think are acting decently to people, that are not destroying the environment, that aren't doing terrible things to other human beings. And from the article you sent me, I mean, it looks like there's been explosive growth, right, over the past few years.
Yeah, like a couple $1 trillion in there, and I think it alluded to after the Trump election that a mass amount flowed into SRI funds.
I guess you'd call it a quiet protest where people just said, you know what, if my government isn't going to represent me, well, I'm going to make sure the companies I invest in and the board of directors are going to do it, right?
And quite frankly, you can vote with your dollars, right? If you can't vote at the election time or get your victory there, you can vote with your dollars.
And that's absolutely true. I mean, A, is something that we believe in. And secondly, I mean, you're right. It's actually more powerful than your vote, if you think about it, right? At the end of the day, if there's enough of the shareholders who believe something, as a board of directors, you can't sit there and go, I'm just going to go ahead and ignore what my shareholders want. If they don't do it, your shareholders are going to vote you out and they'll put in somebody that will do that for them, right? And you've seen a lot of companies where these mandates are growing. And again, $2.6 trillion worth of money that says, hey, I want you to be socially responsible is a very powerful message to send, right?
Awesome. Now let's touch a little on the markets. How are you feeling about the markets?
I mean, AIP is still in a relative sort of, bide your time, be conservative position. The reality is, yes, the U.S. stock market has gone up. So there's sort of two things that are at play. If you look at the Canadian stock market, it's actually relatively flat for the year. The U.S. is up, but the U.S. dollar is down about 10% in the last 10 months, last 2 months. So whatever gains you have in the S&P and the NASDAQ taking on those risks, you've actually lost because the currency's been depreciating, right? Which is also kind of sending you a message that says, you know what, maybe investors aren't so happy with the U.S. environment after all, right?
Right. So for the Canadian investor then, let me break this down for people then, is essentially what you're saying is if your money's in your RSP and
Right.
You're holding a U.S. ETF or a U.S. dollar denominated security,
Right.
the fact that you probably bought that with Canadian dollars being converted to a U.S. dollar, and now that trade has actually gone against you. So whatever gains in the market you may have made have come
Right.
up on the actual currency itself.
Exactly.
All right. Awesome. Thanks, Jay.